one of you knows whether or not we are live, and I'm going to find out. I'm going to know. And if you can hear me, that too. And if you don't tell me, then I will just sit here and talk to myself forever and ever with Judge Judy. Do you guys like my mug? Isn't it great? Isn't it a great mug? Let's see. There's still 9 of you here. Hi. Hi, Amy. Hi. Hey. Hey. You are live. Hey. Hi. Oh, there they are. Hi. They can hear me.
Whoa.
Whoa. I said whoa. Hey.
What?
Whoa.
Whoa.
You're not going to do it. You got to do the thing.
Whoa! That's a lot of tamales.
I hope they could hear that.
I'm sure they can.
Mark's over on the couch. There's a couch back there, but you guys didn't know that. So Mark's been trolling this page. What was it called?
I don't even know.
Something about lots of tamales?
Something Texas tamales.
Texas tamales. They posted a thing, just a Facebook ad that he just scrolled across, where they send you a bunch of tamales. And then he just commented, whoa! And then one word, that's a lot of tamales. That's a lot of tamales. So he commented, whoa, that's a lot of tamales on their post. And they replied to him and they're like, yes, Mark, it is a lot of tamales. Here's more info. And then he started posting about requesting like a brand deal with them. So if we start advertising tamales on our channel, it's because we've received a tamale brand deal. We accept payment in the form of that's a lot of tamales. So I always say happy Friday. It's not Friday. What's today?
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. It is Giving Tuesday.
Tamale Tuesday.
It's Tamale Tuesday. Guys, I'm hanging out because, for one, Handmade Alpha Academy opened this morning at 8 o'clock a.m. Mark and I got a total of 4 hours of sleep. This is coffee number 3. This was coffee number 2. This was coffee number 1. And then there's another coffee upstairs waiting for me. I don't know why I'm here. I'm just here to hang out and talk about things with you guys. The first thing, though, that I want to say before you guys leave and you realize that this stream isn't about anything in particular, it's Giving Tuesday. I created a fundraiser for a cause that I hold very near and dear to my heart, and it's not the tamale lovers of North America, though, hey, that's a lot of tamales. I created a fundraiser today for the Wolf Conservation Center of South Salem, New York, which I don't talk about nearly enough, but it's the whole reason that the wolf is our logo. We have been donating to the Wolf Conservation Center of South Salem, New York since the alphas have been a thing. And it's one of the primary motivators for creating the Handmade Alpha Academy, because through our affiliate library that you gain access to through Handmade Alpha Academy, every single book purchased in that affiliate library, those funds, 100% of them, we donate to the Wolf Conservation Center of South Salem, New York. So what I'm asking you guys to do, whether or not you decide to sign up for my course or not, I'm asking you guys to take, if you enjoyed my content over the holidays, if I helped you make a few sales, if you enjoyed any of my freebies, any of my videos, if I helped you in any way and you have $5 to spare, just $5, that is literally less than I paid for this cup of coffee. $5 to spare. Please check out our fundraiser and donate it to the Wolf Conservation Center of South Salem, New York. Let me post the link in the chat for you guys. And this is through Facebook, so you got to be logged into Facebook to do it. And This is going to show, when you donate, it's going to show on this fundraiser. But if for any reason you're one of those people who doesn't have a Facebook account, you can go straight to the Wolf Conservation Center's website. You can check up on the wolves live. You can actually go into their den cams and see what they're up to. We sponsor Zephyr, Alawa, and Nikai, if you want to see the wolves that we personally have symbolically adopted, you can check in on them. But they have a ton of wolves that you can pop in on if you want to show your kids. When you actually do a symbolic adoption, you get a cool adoption certificate. You get a 8x10 photo of the wolf that you have adopted. They've got a full web store that you can shop from, and those proceeds go to the wolves. So yeah, the link for it is down below. I've also pasted it in the chat. Make sure that you at least check it out. Share the Facebook donation link if you can't donate the $5. But I really want to try to get some money to this amazing cause. As of, man, I'm going to get these numbers wrong. There were, was it 8? I think that there were only 8. No, maybe it was 13. Under 20. We'll say under 20 red wolves in the United States. Under 20. Under 20 wild red wolves left alive in the United States, and they are technically protected in this really small zone, and if they step outside of that zone, it's legal to shoot them, and they're just dwindling because if they step outside of this particular zone, I can't remember what state it's in. Yeah, but the Wolf Conservation Center has been doing a ton specifically for red wolf conservation lately, because the species is soon to go extinct. So big cause. Please check it out. I wish that I was a little bit more articulate on it, but 4 hours of sleep. Lotta. So let me see what oh, hey, I can hear ya. Sharon, you're interrupting my module 1, Starla. Sharon, here's the thing about Handmade Alpha Academy. You can come back to it anytime, but Starla is only, well, here's the thing. Also, the other thing is that this video can be replayed at any time, but Handmade Alpha Academy can be taken at any time. So, Sharon, you can only talk to me here live, so you could watch this as a replay, but you could also watch Handmade Alpha Academy later, so it just depends on if you want to hang out with me. Take a little break. Take a break from HAA. I know that you're working hard, but Module 1 is like the introductory. It is the fun stuff and how we pick your brain apart before we completely explode it and rearrange it for the rest of the course. Let's see, looks like you're feeling better. I am. I'm still under quarantine until December 5th, but we are feeling much better aside from the, 4 hours of sleep. How's the taste and smell situation?
I don't have either.
Mark doesn't have either. Air smells thicker now, if that makes sense, but it doesn't have a particular smell to it. I finally did break down and light one of my candles. Can I smell this? No, there's no smell. That's all right. It's pretty. Got some ambiance. Let's see. Hey there. You caught me in the Panda Express drive-through line. Whoa, I thought it was Monday. It does feel like a Monday. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go buy more books too. Yes! Handmade Alpha Academy students of past and present. I just added a ton more books in there. Last night, actually. When I should have been sleeping, which is why I only got 4 hours of sleep. From Turkey, handmade rugs. Cool. Hello from Los Angeles. Starla, I have to tell you, I never did Black Friday. I could barely do a thing prepping for Black Friday, so I didn't expect anything. I did a view thing you said, and I've made $250. Awesome! See, I told you. I told you that you didn't have to run a Black Friday sale to be successful on Black Friday. personal space creations. This course is so good. I learned so much that I'm applying to everything, including our brick and mortar store. That is awesome. Yeah, I've had a lot of alphas say that they've been able to apply it to their websites, to brick and mortars, when it comes to the branding, the email list, and things like that. The course isn't designed for that. And if you don't have an Etsy shop, I can't recommend that you buy it because you're not going to get the full benefit of it. But if you happen to have those other things as well, you know, it's little extra sprinkles of fun. What are you doing, Beans? Whoa! Come here. You never get to go live with me. Now you can. This is Beans. She's old. She's old. She's so old. So old. You gonna stick your tongue out? Her tongue just perpetually stays out. So another thing that I wanted to shout out today while I have your attention, I've got a webinar on December the 5th, which is this Saturday. It is our Brand Planet webinar. I only host this webinar. Oh, I lost my chat. I only host this webinar once a year. I hear bubbers. And it is the same webinar that I presented, not in webinar form, but in in-person form, during the Raw Artist event that I did a couple years ago. And it is the same one that I present at all of the, local events that I do when there is no COVID. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that link in there as well. That is free to sign up for. It is live. As always, we can't guarantee a replay, but we will always try our hardest, and we will only send it to you if you have registered for the webinar. So that link's down below. Even if you're not sure if you can make it, make sure that you register, because if there's a replay, it will go to only those who registered, because we don't want to bug the people who didn't register. They didn't want it anyway, did they? No, they didn't want it. They didn't want any of it. Oh, your breath stinks so bad. Oh, I was wondering about Beans. I haven't seen them in a while. How are the rest of your pets? They're good. Amy is getting increasingly fat because she's just fat. And Itty is getting increasingly old because she is old. And Toots Boots, I don't know where... have you seen Toots Boots today?
She's probably sleeping in Taylor.
Toots Boots, she's probably sleeping, and then Bubbers is over there trying to tear up the Christmas tree. So they're doing good. My little girl is, she was the first to get COVID and the first to get better. So she's doing just fine. Right now she's supposed to be upstairs doing her homeschooling, but she also hardly got any sleep because she waited up all night for her Elf on the Shelf. And he did arrive last night. Thankfully, he arrived. But she sat up all night completely paranoid, saying that she was seeing elves everywhere. So she's probably asleep when she's supposed to be upstairs doing her homeschooling work, but she can finish it later. I feel bad for her. She's so tired. Is Brand 1.0 in HAA? Brand 1.0? Brand 1.0? Brand Planet? You mean the Brand Planet webinar? There's a replay of one of them. Not the one that hasn't happened yet, but one from, I think, last year or the year before that. That particular replay is in HAA already. So if you're already in HAA, you've got full access to Brand Planet. It just might not be this exact one because I haven't figured out how to work my time machine yet. I'm working on it. I've been pushing the buttons and nothing's happening yet, but I'm hoping that by, this time next year, we will have full time travel ability. So let's see. You can smell bad breath. That's a step forward. Yeah, you can smell Bean's breath because it smells like rotten eggs. So when she's right in your face, yeah.
I still can't smell it.
Well, you can't. You know what's funny thing about not being able to smell is that you forget to put on deodorant. That's probably the worst thing about it is you just go about your day and then you're like, oh wait, that thing. But it's not like anybody can smell me. So what's it matter? Am I wearing it or am I not wearing it? Who knows? Let's see. My oldest puppy looks exactly like this. His name is Zombie because his eyes turn red when he's tired. Itty's starting to get her glazed eyes. They're starting to glaze over a little bit. All the coaches have a webinar or a plan-a-thon on Saturday. Do they? How dare they? I thought of it first. Yeah, who are all of these coaches you speak of? Who are they? All right. So a couple things that I wanted to go over. First of all, if you have questions about Handmade Alpha Academy, right now is the time to ask them. I've been getting questions all day by email. That's part of the reason why I decided to go live. I would rather talk and answer questions. I hate typing. So if you've got questions and you would prefer to ask them here and you want to hear me answer them with my face rather than with my fingers, then I would love to do that, because then your answer for future people who watch this live stream, if they had the same question, they'll hear the answer and then I won't have to repeat myself 100 million times, which I'll have to do anyways, because that's basically the entire job description of being a coach. But if that's my whole life, then you know what? I'm content with it. So if you have questions about HAA, feel free to shoot those into the comments. But a couple questions that we received were, for one, do you still get the E-Rank bonus of 12 months of free E-Rank Pro if you currently pay for E-Rank Pro on your own? And the answer to that is yes, you do. So if you already have an E-Rank Pro or an E-Rank Basic membership, basically when you join Handmade Alpha Academy, I send you an email. I ask for the email address that you use for your E-Rank account and your shop URL. You send me that information and we switch your billing over to mine. And then after your 12 months are up, which will be December of 2021, then you will be able to pick back up and start paying for your account again if you choose to keep it. So just make sure that if you do enroll in Handmade Alpha Academy, that you actually reply to that email, because every enrollment period we get a bunch of students who are like, oh, my E-Rank Pro, I never got it. And I'm like, you have to email me. It's not an automatic thing, because if you sign up for Handmade Alpha Academy with a different email address than your E-Rank membership, I don't know. I have no way to know what your email address is. So you have to reply to that email, and we set it up. So that's like one of the perks of me working for E-Rank, is I have the ability to do that now. I can just go in and click a button and boop, you've got Pro. Let's see. Something. Oh, does HAA have something about managing 2 shops? No, because that's more of a time management thing. The management process is going to be the same for both shops. So what I would hope is that if you're running 2 shops, you take HAA and you would apply what you've learned from HAA to one of your shops, get that one completely going and sustainable and where you're happy with it, and then apply HAA to the secondary shop. That's what I would do, because it's really hard to build 2 houses at the same time. If you try to build 2 houses at the same time, at the end of the day, you're still not going to have a roof over your head until both are complete. But, sorry, I've got like dog hair on my face. But if you focus all of your energy into getting one of those houses done, you've got a place to sleep while you're building the other house. So that's what I would recommend doing if you're trying to build 2 shops at the same time. Pick the one that you think is either going to be the easiest, the one that already has the most sales, the one that you're most passionate about, whatever that might be. Pick that one to work on first. Make the changes that you want to make. Get it going, get it sustainable, get it to the point where you're happy with it, and then start building your secondary shop with HAA. And that's not to say that you need to close that other shop until, you know, your first is finished. Just, I wouldn't invest a bunch of your time, because it's really hard to distribute out your time trying to build 2 shops at once, because it does require a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of research, especially if those 2 shops have 2 entirely different target markets. So can you break down the payment plan situation? I saw someone post on it on Facebook, and she was super confused. Rachel, can you tag me in that? Unless it's something that I answered. The payment plan is 6 months, $199 a month. And I don't know why anybody's confused about that. Somebody had said that, oh, why is the payment plan more? Payment plans are always going to be more, no matter what you buy. If you pay up front one big, the big chunk, the big chunk's always going to be less than the payment plan. The reason the payment plan is more is we have to account for the fees that get applied every single time there's a transaction. And for a 6-month payment plan, that's 6 individual transactions.
And maintaining a payment system.
Right, and maintaining the payment system that we have to pay for. And
tracking and everything else.
Tracking the security for that payment system and all of that. So it helps us to make sure that we can afford to keep that payment plan option available. So $199 a month for 6 months. How much is that? What's one? Ask Google. Hey Google, what's $199 times 6? Google doesn't even know.
Google, what's 199 times 6?
Someone in the audience knows.
The answer is 1,194.
So it's
1,194.
So it's 194 more, right?
195.
195.
Like 197. Because it's 997, not 999.
197 more. 197 more.
Tired math.
Tired math. 4 hours of sleep, tired math, COVID-19. That's a lot of tamales. So yeah, 190 something more if you do the payment plan for 6 months. Or you can save that money and pay up front. But it's completely up to you. Or if you want to give us a bunch of tamales, you can just go to handmadealphaacademy.com/sales and pay full price and pay $1,000 more, and then Mark and I can buy a lot of tamales. So that's completely up to you if you want to do that. We will not complain at all, not even a little bit. But if you want to save $1,000, use the community member discount. You won't find that on by just going to handmadealphaacademy.com. You'll get the full price. But if you do the handmadealphaacademy.com/VIP, you get the $1,000 discount, which is for YouTube subscribers, those on our email list, and those in our Facebook group. Anybody who stumbles across us on Google, that's a lot of tamales. Let's see. Your email said until June 2020. I'm so glad that you told me that. I'm so glad that you told me that because somebody had said that and I asked them where it said, because they were confused. They thought they only got eRank Pro for 6 months. It's 12 months of eRank Pro. I must have done a typo in the email, not on the page. I was looking on the page everywhere, like, where did they see June? No, it's in the email. Okay, well, I can't unsend the email, but hopefully when people go to the actual Handmade Alpha Academy page and they see everywhere that it says 12 months, they will understand that that was a typo. Random funsy question. What is the longest and shortest time that a student has taken to complete HAA? Shortest time was, who completed it the shortest? You know what? I don't know. A student might have to answer that. The longest time, probably poor
Somebody who hasn't finished.
Probably poor Marina. Poor Marina. She started HAA and got halfway through. Oh no, am I still live? Yeah. She got halfway through HAA. And then the orders started piling up because she hadn't completely, she hadn't executed all the modules yet. But she did such a good job with the ones that she had done so far that she got halfway through the course and orders started piling in, and she couldn't get ahead with her orders to continue taking the course. So, yeah, I think Marina's probably the longest because I think she has finished it now. But I think it took her over a year to do so. For shortest time, though, I'm not sure. 60 days is usually like the standard that we say if you spend an hour a day working through the modules, because the course is 16 hours. Oh, I'm not receiving enough video to maintain.
It's still playing.
Oh, okay. If you dedicate an hour a day and you actually do the action steps, we say 60 days is the standard. I know that there's alphas who have been able to complete it faster, though. 16 hours of module content The bonuses vault, though, I haven't added up. There's hours in the bonuses vault, too. So, maybe 20 hours of content? Maybe? I don't know. That's a rough guess. Let's see. I already finished the first module. That's the fun module. That's the easy module. Wait till you get to module 2 when we start doing target market. That's where things start to get like, those are the action steps. Yes. eRank included until June 2020. Figured it was a carryover from previous email templates. Yeah. It was. That was a template. You caught me, guys. I didn't type out all of those emails. I reused them. Let's see. Does everything that you have for the email marketing work for whatever email provider that you use? For the most part, yes, but the click by clicks aren't going to match up because we teach it through MailChimp because MailChimp's free. MailChimp's free up to 2,000 subscribers. So why you wouldn't use MailChimp? I don't know. I've been working with Sendy for eRank. You guys, I'm sure you know already that I'm the head of marketing at eRank. So all those cute little characters and things that you see, all the little cartoons, that's my team that does that, all that. Where was I going with that? Oh, Sendy. eRank uses Sendy, and I've been working with that, and I hate it. I hate everything about it. For the size of eRank and the subscriber base that they have, it makes sense. I don't see why anybody with a small business wouldn't use MailChimp. There's also MailerLite. There's Aweber. I don't like them. I don't like them. MailChimp is like drag and drop. It reminds me of, you know, those drag and drop website builders like Squarespace and Weebly and all those. It feels as easy as that, where you just pick what you want and you drag it onto the screen and it's there. That's what I like about it. You don't have to know a lot about email list to be able to build an amazing email list with MailChimp. And MailChimp is the most popular, so it integrates with a lot of stuff, which the bonus that we released yesterday for Handmade Alpha Academy, the Automation Chimp bonus and the Pretty Chimp bonus. Pretty Chimp teaches you how to integrate MailChimp with lead pages. So all of those pretty sign-up pages that I make, like the Brand Planet webinar sign-up page that's down below, like the Black Friday freebies that I released, which are going away, those are all created through lead pages. And I just released a bonus that teaches you how to create those pretty pages. But once again, those automate and connect with MailChimp. So let's see. What are the payment options? So if you're using the handmadealphaacademy.com/VIP link, which hopefully you are, because that's the one with the discount. Here, let me get it. I will paste it into the comments. Oop. See what happens when Mark's not here? I mess everything up. Your payment options are, you can do PayPal or credit card. PayPal, we actually just incorporated in our last enrollment period. So this is the second time ever that you've been able to use PayPal. So credit card or PayPal, and you can either do your lifetime membership, one-time payment, you're in for life, you're in forever, you never have to pay again, you never have to give me money again. $9.97. That is lifetime. Or you can pay $199 a month for 6 months, also lifetime. And it doesn't matter which plan you choose. From the moment that you pay, whether you just pay your 1 month payment or you pay your full payment, you have access to everything. So payment plans do not get less, and they do not get limitations. You will get the exact same access as full price students. You guys get the exact same thing. You're just on that payment plan. And there's a 30-day money-back guarantee no matter which method you choose to pay with. And that's not just for if you don't like it. If you have an emergency that pops up. With COVID-19, we want to make sure that we are not putting you in a position where you aren't going to be able to feed your family. So if for any reason anything happens and you cannot pay, contact Mark within 30 days. Not me. Contact Mark. He's the one. I don't even touch the payment system. That's all him. Contact Mark. He will refund you. Now, we've also had questions where alphas have asked, if an emergency pops up and I'm in the middle of my payment plan, can I halt my payment plan until I can pay for it? And the answer is yes. We just ask that if you suspect that you're not going to be able to pay your payment plan, that you wait until a better time to enroll, because it is a little bit difficult for us to do that. It is difficult on our end to be able to maintain and track and make sure that you don't get billed because we have to go in and manually take care of that every month. So if you don't feel like you're going to be able to pay for your payment plan, please wait till the June enrollment period. Please wait until a better time for you. We do not want to push this on anybody. If you can't afford it, that is A-okay. We are going to be here every week doing our usual Friday live streams. We're going to keep creating free content. Nothing changes. We only market this course twice a year, and we only do it for 10 days. So 20 days out of the year, we market this course. Everything else we do is free. Let's see. I signed up in 2018 and haven't quite finished all the modules, but you're doing well, right? I do recall that you're doing well. Let's see. YB Normal took me about a year for the same reason, too many orders. That's a good problem to have. Let's see. And bought the binder. Yes, buy yourself a binder if you enroll. Make yourself a binder. Make sure that you get a hole punch or those little plastic sheet protector things, because you're going to want to print out all the printables and you're going to want to keep them and make yourself a nice reference book. That alone is going to be an amazing resource to reflect back on. And all the action steps that you're going to be completing, I know it's tempting to skip them, especially the brand police guide and what's another one? The target market identity sheet. Because they're so early in the course, a lot of alphas are like, I'll skip these for now. Don't do that, because we're going to be coming back to those things later, and you're going to be so grateful that you have them and that you've completed them. I promise you, because those are going to be puzzle pieces that help complete the whole picture. Have you ever sat down to do a puzzle and you get the whole thing done and then there's 2 pieces missing and you're like, ugh! That's what it's like to skip those initial action steps. So make sure, because you paid for this, right? You paid for it. If you paid for it, you want to make sure that you're getting the most out of it and you're doing every single thing within your power to follow everything that I've laid out in front of you. I know that it works, and you know that it works because you've seen the testimonials. You see the students here in the chat who are talking about it. You see the alphas that are in the Handmade Alpha Facebook community. We've got over 500 of them who are here to say that it works. But it works, and it worked for them because they did everything that they're supposed to be doing, or they're working towards doing everything in the case of those who are too swamped with orders to be able to finish. Let's see. We moved in the middle and restarted the course with a new business, but then got off Etsy because the brick and mortar store started going gangbusters. I think I have one module left. Oh, that's the best one. You have to watch the last one. You'll cry. I cry every time. Literally. I recorded it. I cried in my own voice. Does that make me like a narcissist if I cried my own voice? Oh. I'm a narcissist. But really, most alphas cry. So hopefully you cry. I hope that I make you cry. Facebook group approvals every day or at the end of the sale, and we just storm the page like the hyper little alpha pups we are. Facebook group approvals? You mean for the group? For the student campus? I try to keep up with those as I go. Not right now. If you haven't been approved yet, it's because I'm here now. I'm not there, but I will be there when we're done here. There's still 81 of you here, so I feel obligated to keep hanging with you. Ask your questions. Hang out. I don't do these random live streams often, but I'm delusional and loopy, and I decided at the last minute that I was going to do a live stream and just call it Hey. That way, later when people watch the replay, they can't get mad at me and leave a bunch of mean comments saying that I promised some phenomenal live stream. I promised nothing. I just said, hey, that's why I'm here. Hey, let's see. I'm so happy you have PayPal. Us too. You would not believe how many emails we got asking us to do PayPal, and we just couldn't figure out how to do it. But we figured it out. So, stupid question. There is no such thing as a stupid question. Am I able to learn myself how to work with Etsy and marketing and all that stuff by watching your videos and reading the blog post on eRank since I can't afford HAA? You can absolutely learn an insane amount from watching my YouTube channel, from reading through the eRank blog, from joining the eRank live streams in their Facebook group, which is the eRank group on Facebook. I stream there every Thursday. You absolutely can. Is it going to be the same content as Handmade Alpha Academy? No. Handmade Alpha Academy is its own unique content that I crafted specifically for Handmade Alpha Academy, and it is based on proven neuroscience. It is the only Etsy course of its kind where that foundation is built on real MIT case studies and proven neuroscience. That's what makes it unique. I took everything that I learned about human psychology and neuroscience and combined that with marketing to create HAA. And not to mention, HAA is also crafted based on everything that I learned in early childhood education. Because before I did this, I was actually a preschool teacher for 3 years. I went to a technical school for early childhood education, and I ended up not pursuing that career because when I went to work every day as a student and, had wonderful teachers who I saw were struggling and who were still having to, survive on welfare, I realized that it just wasn't the career path I wanted to take. I love children. I didn't love children so much that I wanted to, go down a career path that didn't seem fulfilling. So for those of you who are in those career fields, hats off to you because they have to be done. It just wasn't for me. But I took a lot of what I learned about human psychology, about human behavioral science, and about curriculum building. And that is how I built Handmade Alpha Academy. So the cool thing about HAA is that it's built on a foundation of visual learning, audible learning, and readable learning. So you have all three there in front of you. Now, one quick disclaimer that I don't say enough is that if you cannot easily understand English, it's not that we don't want to translate the course. We can't afford it yet. It's very expensive to have a full course translated. So if you can't understand me talking, HAA is going to be very hard for you because most of the course is me speaking. It is recorded content. I do have a lot of text up on the screen that you can read, but I'm not one to just read slides. I will put the most important points on the screen for you so you can take notes. But most of it is me talking and me giving you direct examples and things like that. So that's my one disclaimer. I really want to be able to translate someday. We're looking at around $10,000 per language translation. And then we have to decide whose language gets first. And we want to do it. We're not there yet. Let's see. Controversial question. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Baby, is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
It is. Hot dog is a sandwich. It's between bread. It's meat between bread. Elizabeth asked that. Oh. Let's see. I want to have the same problem of everyone that hasn't finished it. No, you need to finish it. Don't aspire to not finish it. Let's see. Elizabeth, according to square food theory, a hot dog is a taco.
A hot dog is a sandwich.
A hot dog is a sandwich. Let's see.
Tomato soup is a smoothie.
Tomato soup is a smoothie. It is a fruit smoothie. It is a nice, delicious, warm fruit smoothie. So is V8 juice. V8 is a smoothie. YB Normal said, I used the free content until I could afford to save the money for HAA. Best thing I ever saved for. You guys, you know how some marketers will do things and they're not transparent about what they do, and they're not transparent about how they're marketing, but you just know what they're doing. I'm the person who tells you exactly what I'm doing. I gave you guys all the resources to have phenomenal Black Fridays. I gave you everything that I had. I threw my best resources at you. Handmade Alpha Academy students did not get additional Black Friday stuff. Black Friday is the time when everybody needs to prepare, and I gave you everything that I had. And, of course, I hope that if you enjoyed it, if I helped you, if I gained your trust and favor, that if you decide that you want to take an Etsy course, you consider taking mine. Because if I helped you to have a phenomenal one-day sale, I promise you, I can help you have a phenomenal 365 days. So, and if not, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So, there you go. Getting ready to restart Etsy to funnel to the website and store. That is an amazing idea. And we had a question about that. I can't remember who asked it offhand. If you're here, I'm sorry that I can't remember. But somebody had asked if it is possible or if it's a good idea to have a website and an Etsy shop for HAA. That's the best case scenario. Our biggest alphas, like Amber Marie, for example, our biggest alphas and our most successful alphas created their Etsy shop, and then they built a website. And then they use their Etsy shop as a funnel. So every time they make a sale on Etsy, when they go and they package their Etsy order, they can put a little printout or a little business card in there that has a coupon code, and it says, hey, redeem this coupon code on my website. And then those customers, when they want to buy again, they go to your website to shop. Or you could put your email list link on those cards and printouts. That is a great way to build an audience and build loyalty to your website. That way you don't have to worry about paying out Etsy fees or anything like that. So having the two side by side, using Etsy to gather the organic traffic because the SEO quality there is going to be a lot stronger than having a standalone website. That is a best case scenario to funnel that traffic to your website and build your overall funnel through your email list. Let's see. Are you using Etsy promoted listings, and are you having any luck with sales using it? Are mine still on? I think so. Yeah, well, I'm opted into their main, the one that you can't opt out of if you've made over $10,000. I am automatically opted in that one. You mean promoted listings on their own, though? Yes. For promoted listings, promote your best sellers. Promote the things that are selling well. Don't promote anything else. I would focus on the things that are selling well. Bet your money on your winning race horses, not the horses that are running very slow, because they're not likely to win. So you want to put all your money on the thing that you know is going to win. Let's see, still can understand you. You sound like you're underwater. Oh no, that was a while ago. Are we still underwater? Do we still sound like we're underwater? Are we still underwater? Still underwater. Still underwater. Still underwater. Let me know in the chat. Let me know, let me know. Poor Mark is trying to figure it out. Is he gonna figure it out? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Beans, we don't know. No, fine now. Okay.
No, I fixed it anyway.
Oh, okay. Well. All right. I tear up with the motivational video of the wolf in the first module. Oh, yes. The wolf on the hill. I love his voice. The wolf on the hill is hungrier. I can't remember the rest. All I remember is the intro sequence. Let's see. 81 here. Why do we only have 24 likes? That's what I'm saying. Oh, there's 27 now. That's what I'm saying. I know that you guys are packing your Black I know that you guys are packing your Black Friday orders and your computer's probably across the room and you're standing at your desk, but turn around for just a second and like this video. You are lagging really hard. I know. We're trying to fix it. Let me know if it happens again. Let's see. This might be dumb. No dumb. No dumb. No dumb. How, but how explicit are the instructions? Explicit? I have a pretty demanding day job, and I've been looking for something that basically says, do exactly this. That's exactly what Handmade Alpha Academy is. I'm like, hey, click here, then click here, then do this, then click here. There are parts where you have to think abstractly. Target market exercises, you can't click through a target market exercise. You've got to use your brain power and think abstractly. And that's the unfortunate thing about both branding and target markets, is that they don't fit into square boxes. That's why some of the biggest companies in the world fail at it. They fail. Toys R Us failed. They failed miserably at creating this target customer, or really catering to their target customer. And one of the biggest ways that they failed was they outsourced, rather than creating their own toy shipping at first, they relied on Amazon shipping, rather than getting in on these cool in-person Lego events. And there's like Lego builder, actual like school groups and clubs. Toys R Us could have been the ones hosting those. They could have been running this stuff. They stayed behind. They tried to keep things the way that they did in the 90s, and they did not adapt. And the main foundation of Handmade Alpha Academy is Plan, Adapt, Evolve. So that's what we want you to do. There are no square boxes, though, when it comes to things that are abstract, because they come from the mind. The way that brands exist in our brains, it's not cut and dry. It is an abstract space that our brains just kind of keep. It's the reason why certain smells remind you of people. It's why toilet paper uses babies and puppies on their labels, because of these weird abstract associations that we have in our minds. So to answer your core question here, yes, most of it's click by click, but there are a lot of things that you're going to have to really think on. However, demanding day job, I totally get it. The course is self-paced. If it takes you a little longer to do some parts than other parts, I would rather you spend that time and get it right. But nothing is permanent, and you can always go back and tweak things later if you want to. Let's see, just want to say thanks for the SSAR swipe files. I have all 5-star reviews, and you know what that means? It means your search ranking for those listings is going to go up, because you are getting high listing quality scores based on those good reviews. So that's going to help your SEO. Video is good, but sound is choppy. Oop, 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 oop. Mark, fix it in the background. He will. No, I think that was from the last one. Let me make sure that it's not doing it any. No, we're good. I left teaching for the same reason. All the teachers had a side hustle. Yeah. Online education, I think, is the way of the future. And, you know, I really hate that young people are told all their life that college is the only way to be successful. I really, and I'm not saying don't go to college if you're young, like go to college, but it's not the only way. And the problem with college, making that big decision that can put you $10,000 to $20,000 in debt at a very young age, is that you're told you have to do it. There is nothing in the world that you have to do that costs $10,000 to $20,000. There should be nothing. And then the second thing about it is that we are at such a young and impressionable age when we are told that we need to decide to go to college. That's why you see so many people choose career paths and put all this money into things like philosophy that they're not going to be able to build a career on. And it kills me. It is not how you have to do things. I know that, your parents, your teachers, everybody's going to tell you that this is the way to go. And yes, they have your best interest in mind. They are not doing it to try to sabotage you or put you in debt. They want what's best for you. But they're telling you the sound path. The path that they've walked, the path that their parents have walked, the path that they have observed others walk, because they know that that's the surefire path, right? That's the path that everybody takes. Go to college, get the job, pay off the debt for years and years, retire, die. Really, that's the life cycle. It doesn't have to be that way, though. There are other ways. We prove that every single day through the Handmade Alpha Academy. Amber Marie proves that. Lori, our Alpha of the Year, proves that. I think somebody just knocked at the door.
I think they did too.
Yell that we have COVID. Tell them that we're toxic. Dogs. Man, I was getting passionate. We have tons of alphas who live off of their HAA income, though. So, their HAA income, their Etsy shop income. You don't have to take the college path if you don't feel like it's right for you, or if you don't want to. It's not the only way. I did not go to college. I hope that I have proven to you that I know enough about marketing and neuroscience and branding and all the other things that showing off my brain skills. But really, I hope that I'm able to show you guys that there are other routes and that traditional schooling is not the only way. There are so many other things that you can do. There are books that will teach you more than a college course will. There are online courses that you can take that are significantly cheaper. The only thing that you benefit from that college course is the ability to get jobs in fields that require them. And many fields are going the route of not requiring them anymore because you have to take so many obscure other college courses that don't even matter for the career that you want to take, that there are a lot of career fields that are aiming more towards specialized courses as opposed to traditional college. NASA. Exactly. So just saying. 15 years ago, I was a pre-K teacher, loved the job, but it was a financial challenge. Went back to school. And now I'm, psychologist. Great minds that think alike. That's awesome. Have there been any successful digital sellers from the course? So many. Go to handmadealphaacademy.com. Go to the homepage. Don't enroll from there. It's $1,000 more. But scroll down the page on handmadealphaacademy.com. Look at our star students of the quarter. Look at Ringcat. She does digital downloads for cross stitch patterns, and she's got a gazillion sales. Like I can't remember how many. Somebody type it into the chat. She's got a gazillion sales. So we've got a ton of digital sellers. I really have fun with your set of holiday graphics. Yay! I loved, it's cool to make something like that and throw it out into the world. It's like throwing out, I assume that yarn makers and suppliers feel the same way, where you create like little pieces of something and then you throw them into the world and then you get to see what people create with those things. It's really cool. You guys, I think, public is about to lose access to those graphics. Students get those for a lifetime, though. Let's see. I didn't know you did a payment plan, so maybe I might not have to wait until next year. I'm going to have a talk with my husband. Yeah, $199 a month for 6 months. HAA sounds appealing. Your tips have helped a lot on my Etsy business. I apply a lot of your tips. Thank you. Do you have any tips on what to do when a new shop steals part of your shop announcement? Message them. Message them and say, hey. So I am so glad that you felt inspired by my shop announcement. However, I would really encourage you to be creative and come up with your own shop announcement, because I would even say, like, some of my customers might see that you're using it and they might get upset. Or if you really wanted to be mean, you could report it directly to Etsy. But I would let them know first. I would give them. Yes, exactly. Be tasteful about it. I have both a website and Etsy shop. I have no movement in my website, but I haven't done any marketing. I started thinking that I should amass a ton of sales on Etsy to gain traction on Etsy. Yeah. Funnel. I would use your Etsy shop as a funnel to your website by, like I said, putting a coupon in your orders, building an email list. We teach you how to do that in Handmade Alpha Academy, but you can also use MailChimp to do it if you want to try to wing it on your own. Let's see, you're not a mermaid anymore. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see, I'm not using Etsy ads and sold something for $195. Etsy took 15% for advertising. Why is this? If somebody clicked on, oh wait, you're not using Etsy ads. If Etsy took 15% for advertising, then you're using Etsy ads. Do you make more than $10,000 a year? Because if you do, you're automatically opted into their offsite marketing and you don't have a choice. From what year your videos are suitable for Etsy these days? Like the videos in 2018 or the beginning of 2019? Because the information is changing so fast. A lot of it from the beginning of my channel is still accurate. It just depends on the content. SEO content, you're going to want to stick to the newer content. Usually if SEO content on my channel is outdated, I don't get rid of the videos because they have so many views. It helps my overall channel. But I will put like in the title of the video, like, outdated, check my newer videos. Most of my content is up to date. If anything is ridiculously outdated though, to the point where it could like hurt your shop or it's just not good practice anymore, I usually put outdated somewhere in the title so that you know not to watch that video. Just purchased 2 books. Oh, from the Alpha Library. Which ones did you purchase? Let me know. Does Etsy ads work again? Were they not working?
They're probably talking about the bots.
Oh, the bots. No. If you're talking about like the bot stuff, no, that's been an ongoing problem for months. Let's see. Packing orders and getting orders while watching this is literally the best thing. Cha-ching. Let's see. Nuggety nuggets. What advice and suggestions for people who favorite items and add items to their cart? You can't do anything. There's nothing that you can do. If they've favorited your item, you cannot message them. There is nothing that you can do with that information. If they have your item in their cart, you can set up an abandoned cart coupon through your Etsy marketing tab, but once again, there's still nothing that you can do. A lot of people put things in their cart for the sake of favoriting them and them not knowing how to use favorites. Don't stare at these metrics and drive yourself crazy. They generally mean nothing. I have some items that are in like 20 people's carts. I don't obsess over it. A lot of people just put things in their carts with no plan to buy them. So, but you cannot message these customers. It breaks Etsy's terms of service. Let's see. Crappy Crafter, I'm at the door. I brought you coffee. I need more. So much Elvis. I didn't graduate college and just built/purchased my own home. I'm grateful to have a good job with a company that values natural ability and experience over a degree. Yes, I not only do I have a successful Etsy shop, I also run a full-fledged Etsy course and one of the only Etsy courses that are built on psychology, and we built it on our own from the ground up. And I'm on the management team at erank.com, which is Etsy's biggest SEO resource tool. There's so much more than SEO on eRank that I don't even feel comfortable calling it that anymore. But I'm on the management team. So, and Anthony didn't ask me if I went to college when he hired me. He hired me. So the year before he hired me, which he hired me this past February, the year before he hired me, that spring, I helped him rebrand his website, and he tried to pay me, and I was like, no, I just want to do it to help you out. So I just did it. I did it. Didn't even work for him. Did it for fun. And that's when you first started seeing the cute little E-rank characters and things. And do you know how much he grew the first spike? Like just like a broad percentage? No? A lot? Several thousand like members?
Oh yeah.
Like within a couple days? Anyway, huge spike. Just it was like night and day difference after I helped him rebrand. Then he hired me in February, and we rebranded again this spring. So you'll notice that the site looks different again as of this spring. Which that homepage with all the cute characters, if you go to erank.com, I didn't design those characters, but I managed the guy who did and planned everything and all the project management, yada yada. But anyway, after we did that rebrand, it shot up even more. And now he's in the top 3,000? 5,000 websites in the world? Top 3,000 websites in the world? 5,000? Think about that. erank.com being in the top, like, under 10,000 websites in the world? That's insane. There are a lot of websites in the world. That's crazy. So, yeah. I'm bragging on myself. Look at me. I am a narcissist. To be fair, old people and parents back in the day, they didn't have online courses. They didn't even have cell phones, so college was really the only way. That's very true. Very, very true. Let's see. Seriously, she is super knowledgeable, and if you are able to get this program and do exactly what she says, you will win. Is education and training for business a write-off? Talk to your accountant. Your accountant. Not a accountant, your accountant. Whoever does your taxes, you need to talk to that person. Some accountants say yes. Some accountants will totally recommend that you write off Handmade Alpha Academy. Our Michelle Harris, who is a Handmade Alpha Academy student and also an accountant, says yes.
It depends on where you want.
Our accountant says no. Our accountant says that courses cannot be written off. So I think it depends on where you are. You need to ask your accountant. In most cases, the answer is yes, you can write it off. But you need to talk to your accountant. We don't know what the difference is. We don't know what areas allow it. And we are not tax experts. So you there, you in the audience, I see you. Talk to your accountant. Let's see. I'm not using Etsy ads, and I'm not earning over $10,000. Contact Etsy. Yeah, that sounds like a contact Etsy problem for sure. I would definitely get a hold of them. Let's see. What do you cover in the course that you haven't already discussed here on YouTube besides email list building? Do you cover getting your own website? No, it is an Etsy course. Okay. Handmade Alpha Academy students in the chat. How much of Handmade Alpha Academy do you feel is covered publicly on my YouTube channel? I'm going to guess less than 5%. You guys, though, are the ones who take the course. I want you to be honest. Don't lie. I want you to post in the chat what percentage of the course you feel that I already cover on my YouTube channel. I think around 5%. I don't cover the things in Handmade Alpha Academy on my YouTube channel because they require action steps. My YouTube channel is a place where I give you guys Etsy news. I talk about Etsy's best practices. I talk about eRank. I talk about trends. I talk about in-the-moment things. We have casual conversations. It's a podcast style. Handmade Alpha Academy is a course. It is an actual course that you sit and you follow along and you click as I click and you do what I do and I give you things to print out and fill out and you follow them and you build yourself a fantastic binder full of resources that you can forever reflect on and look back on and use. Handmade Alpha Academy is if there was a college equivalent to an Etsy course, which we have alphas who have, Stephanie Powell she has her bachelor's degree in business, I think, and she said that she learned more from Handmade Alpha Academy and passed her exams from Handmade Alpha Academy because she learned more from HAA than she did in college. So feel free to, you guys, post your own experiences. But we don't cover the same things. Totally different content. Is there a way to search trends over the year in eRank? Yes. I've been trying to look back to last year this time since current trends aren't available. Or is it just the last year? It is the last 15 months. 15 months? 15 months. Go into the reports tab on the far right side and go into the trend buzz. And from the trend buzz, you can toggle your toggle by month. So you can go all the way back to 2019 and you can look through there. And that can help you to see what was popular around, like, if you want to prepare for Valentine's Day, for example, and you want to know what was popular around Valentine's Day so you can get prepared, now for the upcoming holiday. You can go in there and see what was most searched around Valentine's Day. That way you can make sure that you're making the right types of cards or Valentine's gifts, whatever it may be. It would be nice to tell if it was a one-off or if it trends every year. Oh, you want to be able to see back. We can only keep 15 months worth of data, unfortunately. Most things you can look at and tell that they trend every year. For example, every year around the holidays, personalized gift and personalized gift for men and personalized gift for women. Those are like the hot sellers on Etsy for the holidays every year because it's a gift giving season. So it's kind of easy to predict if you look at it. There are some weird one-off ones. For example, right now, Harry Styles is trending. I don't think Harry Styles is going to trend forever. Maybe there's some Harry Styles fans in the audience who are going to argue that. But I don't think that Harry Styles will trend forever. So that might be one where we could say I don't predict it will trend forever. But when it comes to holiday trends, you can usually tell. What is the bot thing that you're talking about? I have no idea. I set up an abandoned cart coupon and have never made a sale from that. Also a coupon for favorited items, never made a sale from that either. Is it legit? It's legit. They send out, but only if that person has opted in for Etsy marketing. If they have opted out of Etsy marketing, then they won't get that coupon anyway. I don't get a lot of sales from it either. I've got it set up, but I don't make a lot of sales from it. And then what is the bot thing that you're talking about? You want to...
Bots snope websites and take up your ad revenue.
Yeah, bots are like robots, actual robots that skim websites and they click ads to take up ad revenue. They do it everywhere. They do it on Google too. The competitors will do it on Google.
They're usually looking for data. They're usually not just
data skimmers.
Ads. They're skimming data and finding trends.
Yeah. Another question I want to ask: if someone has wrote a bad review and was disappointed and won't respond to the PM Etsy message that I sent her, can I send her a personal email? No, you cannot, unfortunately. Your best bet at that point would be if you feel like the review was not accurate, you could try to contact Etsy to see if they'll remove it. If it's something like, oh, the person said that the size wasn't as described, but the size was right in your listing. Sometimes Etsy will remove it, but not very common. Otherwise, I know it sucks, but just bury the bad review with a bunch of good ones. Strive to get some good reviews. let's see. um, It's a lot more than her Etsy videos. I haven't even finished HAA, and I'm at 900 5-star reviews and 4,800 sales. The graph tells me I have like 3 times the traffic I had before HAA. That is awesome. So recently I got my first review that wasn't a 5-star. She left a great review, but only gave me 4 stars. It didn't change my overall reviews, but should I message her to see how I can improve? You can, but I wouldn't. I just got a 4-star review. Got the first 4-star review that I think I've ever had. It doesn't affect your ODR. It is still a good review. 4 stars is great. That's still a great review in the eyes of Etsy and in the eyes of other customers. And my customer did the same thing. She said, love the set. Great set. She bought a set of 2 keys. Love the set. Great set. Cool. I don't know why she only left 4 stars. And if it's bugging you so much that, you want to ask and say, hey, how can I improve? You're more than welcome to. I would let it go though. I wouldn't worry about it. Let's see. Krabby Crafter. I know Starla says you won't get one-on-one help from me. I don't agree. Anytime I've emailed or messaged her a question, she always answered. I think she means that she can't do everyone's shop review. Yeah, I don't get on a Zoom meeting with you guys and say, okay, at noon on Saturday, me and Krabby Crafter are going to get on a Zoom call together and we're going to sit and talk. We've got over 600 now. Over 600. I don't have the time to do that. That's why I pre-recorded everything. And even if I got on a call with you, I would just tell you to do the things that I tell you to do in HAA. But what you do get is my personal email address. Not the big public one that I email you from, but my secret one. And you can email me. And you get Mark's email address. And you get the Handmade Alpha Academy Student Campus, where you can talk to other students and talk to them and get help there. So, hey, sweet pea.
Yes.
Can you bring me water? My voice is getting icky. I'm starting to sound like a swamp creature or a terrible thing from under the bed. Oh, he's already gone. Let's see. She covers the things that will change your shop from good to wow. Wow! Signed up this morning. So hyped to learn. Lucy, did you send me did you reply to my email? I think you did. I sent a bunch of emails this morning and I can't remember who all got one. You might mention some of the stuff, but the course is a full-fledged course, not an outline. YouTube is an outline. Yeah, and YouTube is scattered. YouTube's like, you got to pick through everything. HAA is like, you start here, and then you go here, and then you go here. It is also super convenient to be able to have it all in one place and with people that know how to help. It saves time and headaches. Ah, time is money, friends. Yes. I purchased Contagious, Why Things Catch On, and yes, 50 scientifically proven ways to be persuasive. I loved Contagious. Contagious is, and it's very fitting for COVID season, right? I loved Contagious. It makes my psychology heart happy. Getting to yes, or yes, 50, I think it's getting to yes, right? Yes, getting to yes. Also a fantastic one. If I had to pick one to read first, I would read Contagious first. I would definitely consider reading Contagious first. It's the better of the two. My favorite book out of the Alpha Library, though, and I've said this before, Predictably Irrational is a book that everybody should read by Dan Ariely. Everybody needs to read Predictably Irrational. And Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer something. If you search Who Moved My Cheese, you'll find it, though. Let's see. Harry Styles must be because of his magazine photos. Harry Styles has been big, for the last 6 months. I'm a student, and I think a small percent is free on the channel. It's a lot of personal work. I'm on module 4, and I've learned, oh, thank you, way more in the course than I thought possible. Awesome. Are those Fritos for me?
No.
Aw,
I am getting hungry though.
I am too. Can order me some McAllisters.
No.
Oh, I love McAllisters.
It's gross.
It's not gross. I want my BLTA, my BLAT, my blat. Order me my blat.
No.
It's my favorite thing, guys. A delicious BLT, BLAT, blat.
Why? You can't even taste it.
I can taste it, kind of. Let's see. Harry Styles is trending because of his patchwork knitted cardigan he wore earlier in the year. Everyone wants the cardigan or a pattern to make their own. I would have never known that. Would you have ever known that?
I did know that.
You did?
Yep.
How did you know that?
Because I use social media.
I didn't even know who Harry Styles was till I Googled it, and I only Googled it because Anthony Wolf didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
when we,
Guy with rich parents,
oh,
like most famous people.
famous person. I've been blown away by the breadth/depth of the course content and grind over some of the content more than one time before moving on. It is different than tips she gives for other times through the year. That was a testimonial. Wow. I'm shook. Hello. Hello. I've just signed up and can't wait to get started. Thank you, Debbie. Welcome. Did I email you already, or did you just now sign up? If you just now signed up, I will email you afterwards. And make sure that you open that email. It's not automated. That's why you haven't received it yet if you've just now signed up for Handmade Alpha Academy. I physically sit and send those emails. I don't type them one by one. I have a swipe file, but I don't have an automated system that does it. I have to do them one by one. I signed up for another course earlier this year. I had to wait a week before getting access to the course in Facebook group. Starla's course is already winning because you don't have to wait to learn. Unless you sign up right now, because I can't let you into the Facebook group until I'm done. But you can get into the course. And we have had a couple people who have emailed me and they've said, I paid. How do I access the modules? You just go to handmadealphaacademy.com and there's a login button in the top right corner. You log in. And if you don't know what your password is, you just click the reset password button, just like any other website. Let's see. Carla. I'm Starla. You're Carla. I started using eRank for my tags and titles. I'm having trouble finding tags to use that people are searching for a lot. Any suggestions on how to start figuring out tags that customers will type in? Or is it just because I have a niche product line? I make cocktail-inspired goods. I would focus on the type of person, the target customer who's buying your products, as opposed to trying to find a million ways to describe cocktail-inspired products. I would think of the type of party, the theme of the party. You could think about weddings and things like that. I would really focus on the target customer and the type of thing that they might be typing in, as opposed to trying to just find a million ways to describe your product. Let's see. I plan on getting as much done as I can, even if I have to watch the same video more than once. I'm ecstatic I was finally able to enroll. You've been waiting to enroll for like 3 years, haven't you, Beverly? It's been like 3 years, I swear. You're one of our longest, like, dedicated alphas. So right when you signed up, I was just so freaking happy. Let's see. Yes, I've replied to your email. I was the one who said I'm having trouble making an Etsy account, so I've had to log a report. Ooh. If you don't have your Etsy account, you can start HAA. In fact, we teach you how to set it up in HAA. There's like an optional lesson because most people who join HAA already have their Etsy account set up. But I believe it's in module 6. Yeah, module 6. You'll be able to set up your Etsy account. So if you get your account set up, I wouldn't start trying to do anything with the shop itself. Wait until you get there in the course, because you might end up having to go back and undo some things. I would wait until you actually get to that part of the course. If you've already got a shop, though, for all of you who already have one, you're free to just start, because you will end up undoing things that you've already done to make them better. Obviously, when it comes to like branding and things like that, there's going to be some undoing of things that you've done in the past, but that's what you're here for, to improve the things that you've already got. Let's see. I don't know how to get over my fear of opening a shop. So many things could go wrong, and I don't want to get kicked off Etsy. I've been selling on Etsy for 9 years. I've never been kicked off Etsy. There aren't that many things. And all these horror stories, I know that there's going to be lots of hate in the replay, but a majority of the time that you see someone who says, I got kicked off Etsy for no reason, it's not for no reason. They've done something to violate Etsy's terms of service, or they have created a copyright product and they've gotten multiple violations. That's usually the reason that sellers get kicked off Etsy. It's not that easy. There have been cases where sellers have randomly been kicked off of Etsy, but you can always ask Etsy why. Always. So if you're afraid to start a shop because you're afraid of being kicked off, I would kick that fear. Follow Etsy's rules. Read their guidelines. Don't make anything that is inspired by anything that you didn't create unless it's in the public domain. So no Disney, no video game theme, no movies, no popular books, no, what was his name? It's Grogo. Grogo? No Baby Yoda. Stay away from all of those things, and you should be okay. And even if for some reason you did make a product that violated a copyright, I think that you get 3 warnings. So after your first warning, you should know to steer clear. Yeah. I think that's all I have to say about that. You don't get kicked off. Got the email yet, as it was only a little while ago. Let's see. When it comes to selecting keywords, is there a good ratio of high traffic, high competition, and low traffic, low competition? I've been assuming that I have no chance with high competition traffic, 50K plus. So no, there is no magic number, because it's going to change per industry and per demand of the product. But here's the thing. The more of a listing quality score, the higher listing quality scores that you get, the less you have to pay attention to competition. I don't pay attention to competition. I come out on top. I come out on top because I have high listing quality scores that stand above all those competitors. So I can maintain my position on the top of search pages because I've got high listing quality scores, because I've built those listing quality scores by getting lots of good reviews, having a funnel where I can constantly send people to buy my products, getting repeat sales of the same products over and over again. These are all things that help my overall listing quality scores and my customer and marketplace experience score that help me to rank above all of those competitors. Starting out, what I recommend doing is picking one keyword, regardless of what the competition level is, as long as it has high monthly searches, picking a keyword that you want to rank for, no matter what the competition level is, and see if you can apply that to a couple different listings. That way Etsy kind of gains some traction on that keyword and realizes that you want to be known for that thing. For me, that thing is skeleton key necklaces. I use the keyword skeleton key necklace in every single listing in my shop. Etsy knows that I want to be known for skeleton key necklace. They know that I have tons of reviews for skeleton key necklaces. They know that all of my sales come from products that are tagged as skeleton key necklace. So when someone on Etsy is looking for a skeleton key necklace and they type in skeleton key necklace, Etsy's going to show them my products because I have great products listed as skeleton key necklaces, and Etsy trusts me. So They show them my products. But it takes time to build that momentum, right? I would claim that keyword as early as possible. When I first started putting skeleton key necklace in my listings, I was not hitting the top of search pages. It took years of persistence. But if you pick that keyword out early and you start using it now, you can start gaining dominance over it for every single sale that you make, for every good review that you have that shares that keyword in the review. You're going to start building authority over that keyword. So finding an overwhelming keyword that defines a large majority of your shop is a great idea. This is why target marketing is important. This is why having a defined niche is important, rather than being a commodity shop that tries to sell everything to everybody. Defining your niche is important because it allows you to build brand dominance, which is going to help you to rank higher in the long run. So, how do you find out what subjects are in the public domain? You can usually, I think it's over 90 years, you can usually Google a specific item, or you can Google popular items, popular works in the public domain. For example, Alice in Wonderland is in the public domain, but the Disney version is not. So you cannot use the Disney characters or the Disney drawings or the Disney depictions of Alice in Wonderland. But the original story of Alice in Wonderland is in the public domain. So that's why you can see Etsy shops out there themed in Alice in Wonderland. They're just not using Disney's characters. Does that make sense? So you just kind of have to Google around, and then after that, it might be a good idea to possibly hop on a website like Just Answers, pay a couple dollars and ask a lawyer just to be sure if you're safe to use it. Just Answer. Just Answer, or Just Answers. I can't remember what the name is. Totally random, but I wish Baby Yoda was real. His name is Grogu. Spoilers. Not Baby Yoda. We were very sad too. Does your course include lessons about how to set up ads and anything about Pinterest? It is an Etsy course. So it's not a Pinterest course. It's an Etsy course. Set up ads? It actually doesn't. We do not teach Etsy ads specifically because we don't recommend them right now. They're not doing well. In fact, they're doing very bad. They're performing very poorly. And the purpose of HAA is to try to keep your costs as low as possible to build your own traffic funnels and build your own funnel so that you do not have to pay for Etsy advertising. We're kind of leaning on the side of teaching you how to avoid having to pay for advertising because we want you to build a strong funnel. So that's not the purpose of HAA. The purpose of HAA is to help you build your own funnel, build a good audience through that funnel so that you can do things like market on social media and send out emails that convert to sales, that don't rely on Etsy organic traffic. But we do still teach you SEO. So we do not teach you ads. We do teach you a moderate amount of social media advertising through our marketing timeline. We have an entire marketing timeline that tells you what to post, when to post, where to post, how often to post. We also do a breakdown of the major social media platforms, which are Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and Snapchat. And Tumblr, I think we might talk about a little bit. No, I don't think we go in depth with it. But anyway, we talk about the major social media platforms, the primary demographics on those platforms, what those platforms are best for marketing, the type of content that performs best on them. But then you can take the marketing timeline that we provide you with and apply that content to any of those social media platforms. So we do not teach you like, okay, this is how you go in and set up a Pinterest account. Like that's its own course. That would need its own like full-fledged course. It is an Etsy course. But we do teach you a little bit about social media. We teach you a foolproof marketing timeline that will just, there's no way to mess it up. It tells you exactly what to do and when to do it. And then you can take that marketing timeline and apply it to the social media outlets of your choice. In HAA, I recommend picking 3. It's really hard to manage a bunch of social media platforms, and most big brands choose 3 primaries that have the biggest pool of their primary target customers. So for example, if you're in the wedding industry, Pinterest is the place that most brides go to create boards to pin all of the things that they want to make for their vision board for their wedding. They collect all of the cool things that they want to save. Then when it comes time to buy, they'll go back to their Pinterest board and they will shop through those pins. So if you're in the wedding industry, Pinterest is a great place for you. But, if you are in I'm trying to think of an industry that wouldn't go good on Pinterest. I don't know. Pinterest has adapted so much over the years. Pinterest is pretty good for everything. If you make primarily products catered towards men, and men are your target audience, Pinterest is primarily women. Pinterest probably isn't the best place to market to men. So there might be another example. Let's see. I am thinking to narrow down my niche and make only a few things like knitted baby shoes and sock collections for only newborns. But maybe it's too narrow. There's no real way to tell. It really depends on your execution of narrowing down the niche. I think that it really just depends. You might want to get some feedback though, because you don't want to get rid of products that are doing well. Especially if your niche is knitted newborn baby clothes. I think that on its own is a niche. But if you wanted to niche down any more, I mean, you could, but you don't want to get so niche that there's no audience for it whatsoever. Does that include the drawings from the original Alice in Wonderland? I want to say yes, but you're going to need to check that. Don't take that as legal advice. I believe that the original illustrations are considered in the public domain, but when it comes to copyright, I would look into it and make sure. You should be able to Google it because I know that Alice in Wonderland is a popular one that people gravitate towards. So double check. I might as well throw my ad money in the trash. Ugh, yeah, ads are bad right now. I turned mine off. Even Anthony Wolf, CEO of eRank, his wife turned hers off because she was getting like her whole ad budget eaten up in a day. So where do I find the marketing training? Do you mean Handmade Alpha Academy? You can find Handmade Alpha Academy. I guess I haven't thrown the link in a while. If you guys want to enroll, get the 12 free months of eRank Pro and get a $1,000 discount. You have the option to pay upfront. It is $9.97, or you can do a 6-month payment plan for $199 a month. So there is the link to that. Additional links, we've got a free masterclass this Saturday for my Brand Planet webinar. That is completely free. I highly recommend that everybody sign up, even if you're not able to make it live. If we're able to make a replay possible, which we always are, we've never had a tech dilemma, but we have to throw out the disclaimer. Those who register for the webinar are the ones who will get the replay. So if you're interested in that, this will give you a little taste of my teaching style. If you're kind of on the fence about HAA and you just kind of want to see how I teach and what it might be like, I highly recommend it. And that is a branding webinar. It is my most popular webinar, and I only do it once a year. The final link that I'm going to share with you in the chat is for the Wolf Conservation Center of South Salem, New York. It is Giving Tuesday. Was that what it was called? Giving Tuesday, I believe. Giving Tuesday. We are running a fundraiser for the Wolf Conservation Center of South Salem, New York, which is the foundation of Handmade Alphas. It is why we chose the wolf as our logo. We've been donating towards the Handmade Alpha, or towards the Wolf Conservation Center since we started the Handmade Alphas. Our affiliate library within the Handmade Alpha Academy is directly connected to our affiliate partner center with Amazon, and all of the proceeds from the books that we sell there go to the Wolf Conservation Center of South Salem, New York. So what I'm asking is that if you have enjoyed my content, however long you've been subscribed, if I helped you to make a sale through Black Friday, if you have enjoyed my videos, if you have enjoyed my free content, if you have enjoyed any of the freebies that I've created, if you have enjoyed the marketing graphics pack that I created, if you just enjoy hanging out with me live, please take $5 and donate it today towards the Wolf Conservation Center of South Salem, New York via the Facebook link that I have in the chat. It will help so much. If every single person, there are 94 of you here, if everybody donated $5, which is less than the price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks, we could make a tremendous impact. And we are going to wait until the final day of our fundraiser that we're doing. And Mark and I'm nervous about saying this because I don't know what you guys are going to do and how much money you guys are going to raise. The goal is $500. I'm hoping that we get more. I would love to see us donate $1,000. We're going to try to match whatever you guys donate. So if we hit the $500 goal, we will match it with $500. If we get $1,000, we will match $1,000. We're going to do our best to try to match whatever you guys donate. So this is where a lot of our Handmade Alpha Academy money is going to go this season. I really want to help this cause. I've been donating to them ever since we started the Alphas. And one of my favorite things about the Wolf Conservation Center is that you can Google, if you want to Google their website real quick, you can go and look in the dens of the wolves and see them live right now. You can watch them and literally see what the wolves are doing. We personally have symbolically adopted Zephyr, Alwa, and Nikai. So if you want to check, they're a pack of 3, so they have one den cam. You can go check them out and see what they're up to. I highly recommend it. It's really fun to pop in on them. You can check in at night and see them all sleeping. But yeah. All right. Just claimed my spot. Signed up right when I saw it. Thank you, Alpha Queen. Gone? Gone? I'm not gone. I'm right here. Let's see. 2 questions for Mark.
What?
Is cereal soup?
Yes.
He says yes. Is lasagna a cake? Ask Google.
Google's going to give you a stupid Reddit answer. Depends on the type of lasagna. Lasagna could also kind of technically be soup.
Lasagna cannot be soup.
It's made with tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce is a fruit. So is it a smoothie?
It's
It's a fruit cake.
It is a fruit cake.
It's a fruit cake. It's a fruit cake. It's a fruit cake. Lasagna is a fruit cake because tomato is a fruit. And bananas are a berry. Did you know that?
Noodles are made out of
Bread.
wheat, butter, and water. Just like
It's a
that.
cake. That's why you're awesome. I donate. Aw. I have Indian me and have my living room as a wolf theme. That is awesome. A couple... Mark shakes his head every time that I mention this. If you guys go to my Instagram, which my Instagram handle is Starla, the letter K, and more, because my middle name is K, K-A-Y, but search Starla, the letter K, and more. I posted a couple months ago. I have Native American, Shawnee specifically, great-great-great-grandparents, and I posted a picture of them. And I'm so white. I glow in the dark. If you were to turn off these lights, I would glow like a little lightning bug. But if you want to, I'll hold it very still. Maybe you guys will be able to see it. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? If not, go to Starla K Moore and go look. But you can see my very awesome Shawnee great grandparents. Let's see. Do you think it makes a difference if you constantly update your open order status, like in progress, then updated as preparing for shipping, and then shipped, or does it matter for ranking? It doesn't matter for ranking. No. Might matter for the customers, might make all the difference for your customers, but shouldn't matter for ranking. Ali, question. I sell Christmas ornaments. My listings expire in April. Should I renew or leave it until August? I don't want to hurt the listing quality score by renewing. It renews every time it sells. So if it hasn't sold, then it's not renewing anyway, and your listing quality scores probably aren't great. So what I would recommend, should you leave them until August? It's up to you. You can leave them in your shop. That way you don't lose their listing quality scores, but they're probably not going to maintain the best listing quality scores anyway because they're going to go months without selling. What I prefer to do is take my holiday listings down because I've got a big audience. So I can take my holiday listings down, and then when the holiday comes back around, I can relaunch them almost like they're brand new products and say, hey guys, my best seller from last year is back. And I've only got this many, so make sure you buy them all before they all go away. And then they all sell. But if you don't have a big audience, it wouldn't hurt to leave them up year round. Let's see. I love it. I love you. Is cheesecake a cake or a pie? What do you think? A pie? Mark says a pie. So is my youngest daughters. I saw it, girl. It's awesome. I don't even know what you guys are talking about anymore. Hi from Spain. Really good results after Black Friday. Awesome. It's kind of what I figured. I made $7,000. I just can't believe it. That's awesome. That sounds like a successful Black Friday. All right, guys. I'm so hungry that my stomach is physically growling. So there's 91 of you here. I will leave you with this fun fact that I have never before said during a live stream. And you guys can let me know if you believe it. I just told you it's a fun fact, so you have to believe it because it's a fun fact. When I was in high school, I was a part, this is going to sound so much cooler than it actually was. When I was in high school, I was a part of an underground basement fight club where we fought each other. And it was real. And I never lost a fight, not even against dudes. Does that sound so much cooler than what it really was?
Yeah, until I came in and kicked your instructor's ass.
Yeah, it's true. Well, you were a brown belt, so yeah. We had there was a guy. He was just a really cool dude. He offered MMA lessons to kids who were in bad situations and who got bullied in high school, and he didn't charge anything. And once a week, we would go to his house. I was the only girl for a while, but one of my friends brought me in because I was in a very abusive relationship in high school. A lot of people don't know that, but I was with a guy for my entire high school and some of my 8th grade. I was with him for 6 years, and I was with him up until Mark and I got together. But he was really abusive, so I joined this little underground basement MMA thing, and I would not be the person who I am today without it. I think it made me very bold. So, yeah. Starla was a part of an underground MMA secret fight club. Go eat, girl! Thank you, Starla. See you in the course. Dang. All right, guys. Links are down below. Make sure that you go register for Brand Planet. It is this Saturday, December 5th at noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Pacific time. It is the same time that the Friday Bean is every week. We will be having the Friday Beans still. We're probably going to do shop critiques this Friday, so be excited for that. Go sign up for the webinar. It's totally free. There's no reason not to, even if you can't make it live. If you sign up, if there's a replay available, we'll make sure you get it. Make sure that you go donate $5. $5. That I'm begging you guys. $5. Please go donate. Less than a cup of coffee. Donate it via our Facebook link that's down below for the Wolf Conservation Center of South Salem, New York. Go help the wolves. We absolutely love you guys, but we could all do so much good here. Please go donate to the wolves. Last thing, Handmade Alpha Academy opened today at 8 a.m. It will close on December 10th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern, right before midnight. So if you're interested in enrolling, getting the $1,000 discount, getting all of the bonuses, including the new ones that we just added yesterday, the Automation Chimp and Pretty Chimp bonuses, and getting 12 months, not 6 months like my email said because I goofed, 12 free months of eRank Pro, which is a $120 value, which I pay for out of pocket for every single student to have. Make sure that you go to handmadealphaacademy.com/VIP. If you go to handmadealphaacademy.com and enroll from there, you'll be paying $1,000 more. So make sure that you use the /VIP at the end. The link to that is down below. In the meantime, if you have any private questions for me, any questions about HAA, if you need us to decide, to look at your shop and help you decide if HAA is for your shop, if you need to ask something that you couldn't ask here publicly, email me via starla@handmadealphaacademy.com. That is my email address, starla@handmadealphaacademy.com, or reply to any of the emails that I have sent you ever. And yeah, I will get back to you sometime tonight, though we probably are going to go to bed early since we got 4 hours of sleep last night. So, new nickname, World Star Starla. No. No. Thank you, Starla. All right, guys. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing day. I hope to see some of you in Handmade Alpha Academy, and if not, I hope to see you on Saturday, on Friday for the Friday Bean for our live shop critiques, and on Saturday for our live Brand Planet webinar. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Goodbye. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.